Ever feel like your house could be, I don't know, a little smarter?
Yeah.
Maybe anticipate what you need without fiddling with a million confusing settings.
Yeah, it's a common thought. And there's so much information out there on AI and home automation.
Exactly. So we've kind of waded through a lot of it, trying to pull out the stuff that, really matters.
Mm-hmm. We're trying to look past the buzzwords and see how AI is actually practically changing our homes right now.
So that's the mission today. Get to the core of AI and home automation, figure out what it means for you.
Let's do it.
Okay, so AI in our homes. What are we really talking about day to day? Not the super futuristic stuff, but what's available now.
Well, think about systems that manage your home's environment sort of automatically.
Like what specifically?
Things like heating and cooling that adjust based on whether you're actually in the house, or maybe lights that turn on or off when you enter or leave a room.
Okay, intelligent thermostats, lighting.
Right. These are the kinds of AI-powered tools that are becoming, well, pretty common. It's about devices, learning, adapting, automating tasks, using data, and, well, your preferences.
I've definitely heard about smart thermostats, but how does the AI part make them genuinely energy efficient? Is it more than just remote control?
Oh, yeah, much more. The AI algorithms, they learn your temperature habits, and also your household's patterns, who's home when.
How does it learn that?
Well, say you often turn the heat down at night or up in the morning. It learns that. It looks at outside temperatures, maybe even your calendar, to predict the best temperature.
So it might warm the house before I get up.
Precisely. Or it won't heat an empty house all afternoon. It's about optimizing, avoiding waste.
Right, less wasted energy. And that obviously saves money on the bill. Are there other ways AI helps cut household costs beyond just heating and cooling?
Oh, for sure. Think about intelligent appliance management.
Like what? Telling my dishwasher when to run.
Sort of, yeah. It could optimize devices to run during off-peak energy hours if your utility company offers cheaper rates then. That saves money.
Okay.
And some smart fridges, for instance, they can track what food you have inside.
Really?
Yeah, and maybe even suggest recipes using what's about to expire. So less food waste, potentially lower grocery bills too. It's all interconnected.
Okay, that's pretty clever.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this idea of AI learning our preferences,
Mm-hmm.
how deep does that go? Is it just remembering schedules?
It's a bit more sophisticated than just basic timers. The AI analyzes data from, well, all sorts of places.
Yeah.
Your own manual adjustments, yeah, but also scheduled routines you set up, and importantly, data from sensors around the home detecting, your presence or activity.
So it builds a profile over time.
Exactly. A profile of your habits to automate things more effectively and, ideally, make your life easier.
Like the convenience factor.
Yeah.
But okay, all this data collection, what about privacy? That seems like a big one.
It is. That's a really critical point. All this data routines, voice commands, even just movement in the house, it's sensitive stuff.
And the risks are.
Well, potential data breaches, obviously, or the data being used in ways maybe you didn't explicitly agree to. You really have to look at the privacy policies.
Yeah, good advice.
Yeah.
Definitely something to be aware of. Now, voice control is huge for this whole smart home thing, isn't it?
Absolutely.
And it feels like it's gotten way better. Like, my smart speaker actually seems to understand me most of the time now. How did that happen?
It's fascinating, really. It comes down to huge advances in natural language processing and machine learning, meaning these systems analyze language statistically. They've been trained on just massive amounts of speech data.
Yeah.
So they learn to understand the intent behind your words, even if you phrase things differently or have an accent.
Okay, so it's more than just keywords.
Much more. It understands context better.
And it's not just for playing music or asking the weather. Or AI is moving into home security, too. How's
Yeah.
that shaping up?
Right. Security is a big area. AI enhances things like surveillance. Think cameras that can tell the difference between, say, your family member coming home and a stranger at the door.
How does it know? Facial recognition.
Often, yes. The system can learn faces over time. So fewer false alarms from pets or the mail carrier, but it flags genuinely unfamiliar people.
That's useful.
And there's also something called anomaly detection. The AI learns what normal activity looks like around your house.
Like when doors usually open or close.
Exactly. And then it can flag things that are out of the ordinary, like a back door opening at 3 a.m. when it never usually does. It provides more context than just simple motion detection.
This all sounds pretty advanced, maybe a bit complex. Is this kind of tech actually accessible for, the average person, or is it still super expensive and hard to set up?
It's definitely getting more accessible. I mean, sure, you can still get high-end, fully integrated systems that cost a lot and need professional installation,
Right.
but we're seeing way more affordable, individual AI-powered devices hitting the market, things designed to be easier to set up yourself with apps that are more intuitive.
So the barrier to entry is lowering.
Seems that way, yeah.
Okay. And when you look at the big players, like Amazon's Alexa or Google Home,
Yeah.
how do their AI capabilities generally compare? Are they pretty similar?
Broadly speaking, yeah. Both have poured tons of resources into their AI. They're both good at understanding voice commands, controlling lots of different smart
So
devices.
it's more about the ecosystem.
Often, yes. Which one fits better with devices you already have, or which interface you just prefer using? They each have slightly different strengths, but the core AI is pretty sophisticated on both sides.
Makes sense. So looking ahead, maybe a bit further, what's the really exciting potential? Where could AI take home design or even building?
Well, this is more speculative, but the potential is huge. Imagine AI helping design personalized home layouts based on how you actually use your space, analyzed over time.
What?
Or maybe even automating parts of renovation, like figuring out the materials needed and ordering them based on a design AI helped create.
So AI as a sort of co-designer.
Potentially, yeah. It's still developing, obviously. But this idea of AI understanding our living needs so deeply that it can proactively shape our environment, it's getting closer.
Okay, so wrapping this up,
Hmm.
the big takeaway seems to be that AI is really weaving itself into our homes more and more,
Definitely.
offering real pluses like saving energy, making things more convenient, boosting security.
Those are the key benefits.
But then but we absolutely need to keep that privacy aspect front and center.
Couldn't agree more. It's about using the advantages, but staying informed, understanding what data is being collected and how it's used.
Right. So it leaves you with a final thought, doesn't it? As AI gets even more embedded in our homes, our daily lives, how is our actual idea of home going to change?
That's a fascinating question. What new possibilities, maybe even what new challenges pop up when our living spaces aren't just smart, but truly intelligent?
Definitely something to think about.